Hi, I am Noelia Southwell, and I'm from the beautiful land of many waters, Guyana. I currently reside in the Twin Island Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, where I work as the manager of the Life Hope Center here in Chase Village. In the year 2018, yes, I remember it like it was yesterday. I was preparing one of my favorite dishes for Sabbath so that I would be able not only to accommodate visitors, but to also be a blessing to those around me. As I was preparing that dish on that Friday afternoon, I kept hearing my phone making a funny sound. It caught my attention, so I decided to turn around and take my phone to see who was sending me this message. As I turned around, boom, I heard the explosion. I was sent to the other end of the building where my back went straight and direct into the wall. I felt a hand holding me and pushing me through that door. And I began to scream. My words were incomprehensible. No one could understand what I was saying. But my neighbors saw the fire coming through my apartment, and they all rushed to assist me. As some of them were rushing to get assistance in extinguishing the fire, others were calling for the ambulance. As they were speaking with the ambulance, I could hear them giving directions, and also they were asked to wet me with water until the ambulance arrived. I felt like my head was exploding, that it wanted to pop off from my body. My legs were inflamed, burning, and I kept screaming. I couldn't breathe after a while, and they realized. Some started screaming with me. But at that point, it felt like I would not be living again. As they dosed my body with water, I saw my skin falling off from my legs. I screamed even more. It was a terrible thing to see that my skin was falling off of my body. The ambulance arrived some moments later. They took me and they said to me, "You need to be stabilized, because if we take you straight to the hospital, you will die." So they decided to take me to the closest health center to stabilize me. As I was brought into the health center, I could hear the doctor asking, "What happened?" The nurse said to him, "An explosion occurred in her home." "What explosion?" "A gas tank explosion." He said, "What? A gas tank explosion? And how is she still in one piece?" He said, "I don't know. She should be in pieces," the doctor exclaimed. But he did not know that God had another plan for my life. That night, I started to think about many things. Why did God save me? Is it that He has a special purpose for my life? I thank God that night that I was still alive. The pain increased, but I could not do anything but lie there in pain. I was discharged that very night and sent home from the hospital. What a connection here just now. When the members from my church heard what had happened, they all, after church that Sabbath, came, sang songs with me, and prayed with me. By the end of Sabbath, I could no longer walk. My legs were swollen like balloons, water all over on my legs. I became even more worried. Later that day, I found out that I had suffered from second-degree burns. Days passed, and I could not walk. But I thank God today for the brethren. Bertha Esdale had already planned to go on her trip that August. But she decided to cancel her trip to take me in her home to take care of me. And her friend, Susan Phillip, also decided to take care of me by making sure that I was clean every day. These ladies and their families worked together with me. Even through that pain, they were there with me. I thank God for them and our women's ministry group in the Chase Village Seventh-day Adventist Church. They took turns in cooking and making sure I had food. Yes, they did that. I thank God for them. For months, I could not walk. But every visit to the hospital, the doctor realized my body was healing very fast. The doctor exclaimed, "You are very lucky." I said to her, "It's not luck, that's a blessing from God." God has a purpose for all of us. Did He make this happen for a reason? I don't know. But the thing is, I will always remember that God has a purpose for my life. Winty Phipps gave this quote, and it says, "It is in the quiet crucible of our personal, private sufferings that our noblest dreams are born and God's greatest gifts are given in compensation for what we've been through." Keep trusting in God. God will take care of you. God bless you richly.